Hey, what is up, guys? Zero CLX here, bringing you guys week number 3 of season 2 of the National Pokeball League. This week we are facing off against the Atlanta Braviarys, coached by Trev the King, or Trevin and Forrest, as he's known on YouTube. Link will be in the description below, or link to his channel will be in the description below, as will be all my opponents. So yeah. Anyways, this is actually a really big battle for both of us, since we're both, I don't want to say we're the best teams in the league, but we're definitely two of the most formidable ones at the moment. Because his team is really bulky. Holy crap, he has a really solid stall team going on alongside Charizard X and a Nidoking, so that's actually really terrifying. The good thing is, though, my team does have a really good matchup against his, aside from possibly Nidoking and Charizard X. I do have checks to both of them. I just don't have really counters. So this is definitely gonna be a good matchup, interesting battle. Anyways, I'm just gonna do a really quick run through of my team. I didn't really have a set strategy in mind. I just picked 6 Pokemon that look to deal relatively well against his team. But the thing is, they set off so much pressure that it kind of prevents me from doing the things that I need them to do. Like, for example, I'm running Swords Dance Crawdon and Nasty Plot Lucario, which, I mean, they both kind of destroy Trev's team. But the thing is, I can't really find myself an opportunity to set up because of the way my team is built. I can never need the things that that I could set up on. I can never bring them out. That makes sense. I can't give myself the opportunity to set up, is basically what I'm trying to say. But whatever, a quick run through, like I said, Brandon Swords Dance Crawdon. Crawdon eats Trev's team alive. Once Crawdon set up, he literally has nothing for it. If he has Scald with a Alomomola, that could be a problem. If he doesn't, like he did last week, or the week before that, I think, he ran Waterfall instead of Scald. I could potentially, just set up +6 and go for knockoff, and deal with it that way. +2 Crawdon, just like I said, just eats his team alive. Just with Stealth Rocks and maybe 1 or 2 layers of spikes, will be good to go. But the thing is, like I said, I did all of that, but I couldn't really never do what I needed to do. That's that. I'm running basically a copy paste set of the Clefable from last week. Calm Mind, Wish Protect with Moonblast with Unaware. I only brought it just because just in case he brought Slurpuff, and as a last minute check to it, if he does manage to set up a Belladrum or whatever, I could do that. And also, it would help me beat Cresselia one-on-one if it's a Calm Mind variant like the one he brought last week. So yeah, Clefable, just overall, it's not a bad Pokemon to have around. Don't know if the set itself was optimized to help me deal with Trev's team, but just there to keep a couple, just 1 or 2 threats in check. Ferrothorn is basically nothing but fodder. The only reason why I brought it was spikes, but then again, I shouldn't have never brought Ferrothorn at all. He didn't help me out in any way, shape, or form. If anything, he just gave Nidoking, Machamp, and Charizard X free switches every time he came in, so I really shouldn't have brought Ferrothorn, even if I wanted spikes. Stealth Rocks was basically the only hazard that I needed. So that was a bad call on my part. But whatever, spikes, things physically offensive. No real reason why. Just needed to run some kind of investment. Looking back, I should have brought a Focus Sash Ferrothorn, so that I at least guarantee 1 layer of spikes on the field, no matter what. But whatever, hindsight's 2020. So that's that. Physically offensive Landorus T is check / shaky counter to Charizard X. I mean, it does take like about 30% from a Dragon Claw, from a +1 Dragonite or neutral Charizard X. Assuming that I switch in on a like a Dragon Dance and send him back to neutral. I think at least I think that's what the calc said. I'm not entirely sure. I may have messed up the calc. But whatever. Landorus T is like the best check or counter to Charizard X, in any tier. So I'm glad about that. So it's also the Stealth Rock. I'm running Earthquake, Toxic, and Stone Edge. Toxic just to get the Alomomola, because otherwise Alomomola just walls me. So you can get a Toxic off on that thing, and Stealth Rocks, and that's that. Up next is a Victini who is bulky as fuck. I'm running max HP on it, max special attack with a modest nature. No speed investment whatsoever because I literally outspeed everything on Trev's team aside from Nidoking. But then again, the Nidoking will be afraid of getting outsped and destroyed by Psychic or Zen Headbutt or even a V-Crit from Victini. So I'm planning on playing on that and being able to set up subs as he switches around. And in case he is packing the Sucker Punch, I could play around that and go to town. Because he really doesn't have much for special Victini at all. So I definitely do expect Victini to put in some kind of work. Or at least enough so that Crawdon and Lucario have an easy time setting up the late game. No, anyways, that's what I had in mind of doing at team preview, but things definitely never worked out in my favor. And then the last lot I have Nasty Plot Lucario with a Focus Sash. Yeah. I didn't really have a plan for Lucario, just just have Focus Sash. Could help him out. Could help me out in taking like a hit or taking 2 hits and dishing out some massive damage, or maybe even set up a Nasty Plot and going from there. I'm running Aura Sphere, Flash Cannon, and not Vacuum Wave, Flash Cannon and Dark Pulse. Flash Cannon is there just so I don't get walled out by Slurpuff or Aromatisse if he decides to bring either of those. Flash Cannon, to deal with those. Would have much rather preferred to have Vacuum Wave so I can have a secondary check to Mega Charizard X, or that way I prioritize Machamp's Bullet Punch, but that's that. Now Trev brought exactly what I thought he would bring, except for Machamp. I kind of just glossed over Machamp. It didn't really do much against me, but it just put up so much pressure. Because Machamp is really fucking powerful. I was expecting to lead Acel to deal with like Lucario, because I've been bringing special Lucario for the past 2 weeks, so maybe he may expect that again and bring Acel to take on the Vacuum Wave shenanigans, something like that. So Machamp definitely caught me off guard, and he also, well, I guess I'll show you guys later, but whatever. He brought the Machamp, which kind of caught me off guard. Charizard X, of course, Nidoking, who threatens my team if it gets a free switch. Basically, whenever Nidoking comes in, it gets a free kill. Depending on what move he decides to go for, Nidoking will always get a kill when he switches in, so that's terrifying. It's literally the only really big threat on his team. That and Charizard X. Machamp, depending on what kind of set he is, Clefable can deal with it, as he can actually take poison jabs. But I can play around that, switching between that and Landorus T. Going from there. Then Cresselia and Alomomola are nothing but setup fodder, as well as Registeel, so. But yeah, looking at the only really big threat is Nidoking, because at least for Charizard X I have a switch in. Nidoking I have 0 switch ins, so yeah, it's definitely gonna be a really interesting match. So just go over here, press play, and see what happens. He's gonna go ahead and lead off with Nidoking. I see that he fucking named Azumarill 2.0 because Azumarill kind of wrecked me last season. Nidoking wrecked me this season, so. Fuck you, Trev. I lead off with Victini. Right off the bat, I expect him to... why is it going so fast? I expect him to go for Sucker Punch, right? So, either that or switch out, right? So, I'm going to go ahead up and set up a sub. As he goes slide it into a little Mola, it's probably expecting me to be a physical set, which is great for me because I am packing the Thunder on this Victini. It's a substitute with 3 attacks. Thunder, Psychic, and Blue Flare. I should probably gloss over the set for Victini. I don't think about it, but whatever. I set up a sub as he switches out. I was trying to dodge the potential Sucker Punch, or scouting for it in that case. But whatever, he's just gonna go ahead and switch out. He's gonna go into his Mola, go for Protect, trying to scout what kind of Victini he's dealing with. As I just go for Thunder here, show him right off the bat that I am in fact a special Victini. Now here I didn't know what he would want to switch out into. Maybe Charizard, or like maybe the Champ to try to take advantage of that if he's a Salt Fist or something like that. Honestly, don't know what prompted me to go for Psychic. I really don't know. I should have just stayed in and kept clicking Thunder. I basically hit everything on his team for neutral damage. I think I was maybe expecting the Nidoking to come in, but then again, that was a really risky switch for him because Nidoking, like I said, shits on my team. So I should have just clicked for Thunder there. Whatever. Don't want him to stall me out of Thunders. I could have just did it because this Cresselia could do absolutely nothing to my Victini. So so I honestly should have never switched out there. I'm gonna go into Clefable to taking him on, and then pull a double out into Lucario, expect him to go out into his Nidoking. Now here, before the match started, like I think last week when I started preparing for Trev's team, I actually thought of using Psychic Lucario just in case I was in this kind of scenario. Honestly, looking back, I should have run Psychic Lucario. Flash Cannon really didn't help me out too much. Because even if he did bring out Robotease and Slurpup, I had things to do with both. Clefable kind of, shits on both of those fairies. So looking back, I definitely should have run Psychic. Especially because looking at that damage, it probably could have killed him with the super effective damage, or brought him down low enough, really low enough, where basically everything on my team could have, or at least Hazards would have taken him out. So that's the case. So I'll go for Flash Cannon and do a really good amount of damage. He's gonna go for Flamethrower. Just in case I did go out into Landorus T, expecting the Earth Power, Flamethrower was definitely his safest play. He's gonna go ahead and switch out right here, and actually once I saw the Flamethrower, I knew for a fact that he didn't have Sucker Punch. So if I had already known he didn't have Sucker Punch, I would have set up a Nasty Plot instead of going for Flash Cannon the first turn, and then taking him out with the +2 Flash Cannon, and Nidoking would have been gone. Or if not, he would have brought me down to my Sash, switched out into something to take the Flash Cannon or take a hit, and then I would have been in a slightly different, or maybe even a better situation, because I would have a +2 Lucario and he would have to deal with that, and he really doesn't have much to deal with that outside from a Bullet Punch from a Champ, or Charizard X if he's Jolly. So whatever. He's gonna go ahead and switch out into Cresselia. He takes the Flash Cannon on his shin, and I could have probably switched out, saved this Lucario as fodder, but I was kind of banking on the flinch. I also wanted to see how much damage Dark Pulse would have done, and it actually really doesn't do that much more damage than Flash Cannon did, so that's kind of sad. He's gonna go ahead and reveal the Ice Beam to me, which is good information to know. So far he's revealed Psychic, or Psyshock, and Ice Beam. I know for a fact he has Moonblast, and it all depends on what the last move is: Toxic, Thunder Wave, Calm Mind, or what. I'm gonna go ahead and go out into my Ferrothorn. Like I said, every time Ferrothorn comes in, it's a free switch into either Nidoking or his Ferrothorn, or his Charizard X. So I'm gonna go ahead and go out into Victini, because I was expecting him to go out into Nidoking. If I had known he was gonna go into his Charizard X, I could have clicked Thunder Wave, because I had Thunder Wave on that thing. I have Spikes. Let's see, what was it? Spikes, Thunder Wave, Leech Seed, and Explosion, because it was just a Suicide Ferrothorn. Looking back, I should have definitely clicked Explosion. That was my better play, clicking Explosion. There was no reason, there was no way he was gonna go into his Registeel and let me set up Hazards. And damn it, there were just so many things that I could have done at the time that didn't really occur to me. So that's just my fault. All of that, it's on me. So if I lose, I deserve to lose for being an idiot, not really thinking all my actions through. So yeah, he's gonna go ahead and Mega Evolve. I'll go for Dragon Claw. That's 30% to this. That's a -1 Dragonite. Fucking Charizard X. That does a little way too much damage. Holy crap. So he's definitely adamant based on that damage. So Lucario could have probably definitely outsped him if I managed to set up a Nasty Plot and probably done some bit of damage. But whatever, that's all water under the bridge. He's gonna go ahead and go into Cresselia, or he's fucking a little Mola as I go for the Earthquake. It's too risky for me not to go for the Earthquake in case he predicts me to go for Stealth Rock and he sets up a Dragon Dance or something like that. But whatever. Now here he makes a really, really risky play that actually works off for him. He knows that I need to set up rocks, because they will help me deal with the Charizard X a lot better. And there's really not much that Alomola can, that fucking Landorus T can do to Alomola. So he either banked on me going for Stealth Rocks, or banked on me going for U-turn to get a free switch out into Victini or something to deal with that Alomola. So whatever the play, it worked out for him. at all. I mean, it worked for him perfectly well, because now he puts me, you know, in the awkward situation of what I want to die, to let die. I decided just to keep Landorus T. There was also the chance that he may predict me to go onto Victini expecting the Ice Beam and go for the Earth Power. So, you know, hopefully if he overpredicted, it could have worked out for me. But of course, this Nidoking is way too useful for him. So there was no reason for him to make that kind of prediction at all. So my Landorus T goes down. There goes my one answer to my one switch into Charizard X. And now it is really, really bad. Lucky for me, I still do have Crawdaunt in the back with the Aqua Jet. So I mean, it's not like the end of the world. So yeah, there I'm just gonna go ahead and go for the Aqua Jet. So he switches out into Machamp. Don't know what kind of Machamp I'm dealing with. It could be an Assault Vest set. It could be a max speed set. So I don't want to risk. And if he is running max speed, I don't want to risk me losing a speed tie. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch on to Clefable. No, I'm gonna go into Ferrothorn to get some rough skin damage there. Going there just so I could, you know, next time Crawdaunt comes in, I can guarantee the kill with the Aqua Jet. So that's nice. Especially now that he did go for close combat, it is definitely a guaranteed KO. All right, so I'm gonna go into Clefable. It turns out he's not banded, so he's most likely Assault Vest. So you know, that's good to know. I'm gonna go ahead and set up a wish. Now here, there were a couple of things I could have done. I was thinking of passing a wish off to either Victini or Ferrothorn. But if he predicts that, he can just as easily go for knockoff, and you know, he could, you know, ruin both of those Pokemon, and that would be bad. Especially if Victini went down here, I would have lost the game, hands down. Because Victini, look at his team. Victini puts in so much fucking work against his team. It's ridiculous. So yeah, going on to Victini is definitely not an option. So what I decided to do is just play safe, go for Protect, see what he wants to do if he did in fact predict me to switch out. And he goes for knockoff here in a moment. Yeah, it goes for knockoff there, so he definitely predicted me to try to pass that wish off to Ferrothorn. Most likely expecting, you know, Poison Jab or something like that. It's kind of annoying that he knocked off my leftovers, because I would be in a much better situation here. I wouldn't have been able to, you know, wish stall for a bit and got myself up to a relatively decent amount of HP to deal with whatever he wanted to switch in. Maybe not the Nidoking, but that's beside the point. Whatever. I would have been a much better HP set. Whatever. I decided to just go for Moonblast here, take out the Machamp as soon as possible, so I don't have to worry about him, you know, tenting my team any further. But now he gets a free switch out into his Nidoking. I'm gonna go ahead and preserve my Clefable, and fodder off my Ferrothorn. He's gonna go ahead and go for the Earth Power, take me out. Earth Power was definitely his better play, because everything basically dies on my team to that Earth Power. So now I can go on to Crawdaunt. I'm gonna go ahead and click Aqua Jet. He does not make the switch into anything, which is great for me. Because if he had switched out here into Alomomola, that was basically set up fodder, and I would have won the game at that point. So I got rid of the Nidoking, which is great. But it may have been a little bit too late, because I only have Clefable and Victini left, and I still have to deal with a full HP Charizard X. So that's bad. It's really bad. I don't think he saw the value of Nidoking any further, so he's gonna go ahead and let it die. He's gonna get his free switch out into Charizard X. Here, what I should have done is gone out into Clefable. But at the same time, I wasn't expecting him to be running bulky Charizard X. I don't know why I didn't expect him to run bulky Charizard X. I mean, just look at his team. It's bulky as fuck. So yeah, the Aqua Jet doesn't do as much as I hoped it would have done. And he gets taken out with Dragon Claw. And danger goes down. And at this point, I'm like, well, fuck. I just lost. That's fucking garbage. I'm going on to Clefable. So he actually clicks Flare Blitz, and that actually kind of helps me out. Because, like I said, he's running bulky. Actually, I don't know if actually the bulky that he's running would have helped him take this the Psychic I'm about to go for. But the fact that he's not running Earthquake means so much to me. Because I actually take the Giant Claw with like 50. It does 50%. Victini's bulky as fuck. I'm guessing that's an adamant Charizard X. Maybe max attack. And Victini took that on the chin. Took it a lot better than I thought it would. And now I'm actually in a much better. I find myself in a much better situation. Because Victini's bulky as fuck and has the moves to basically shit on the rest of his team. Here comes the Registeel. I'm gonna sub up just in case he's running Toxic or Thunder Wave. Just scout for that. And it turns out he's actually packing the Earthquake, so breaks my sub, so that's kind of annoying. That's really annoying. So I'm just hoping that Victini's bulky enough to take an Earthquake from this range. As I know Blue Flare is gonna be a 2-hit KO no matter what. Actually, if he had been physically offensive, I think he would have just died. Yeah, because I'm guessing this thing was specially defensive. Because he has Alomomola and Cresselia. But the thing is, he does not go for a status move at all. Because he definitely thought Earthquake would be doing a bit more damage. And it turns out he just barely does enough to break my sub. And that is insane. Victini once again coming in clutch for me. Holy shit. I managed to take out the Registeel, and all that he has left is Alomomola and Cresselia. And Cresselia does not have a single move to hit Victini with. And that is beautiful. I was hoping to God he did not have status move. Like, if he had Toxic right here, that would have been GG. So I just go for Blue Flare to do as much damage as possible and try to see if he does have a status move of some sort. But now he's just going to click Moonlight and stall me out of Moonlight of Blue Flares because I only have 8 of those. So, that's kind of annoying. It's only so much I can do at this point. I'm just going to go ahead and keep clicking Blue Flare as my strongest move to hit Cresselia with. Looking back, what I should have done is just spam Psychic, because one of those Psychic is bound to get a special defense drop. Go for Thunder here, just hoping for some hacks, Power Hacks or something like that, and he goes for Side Shock and it does absolutely nothing. Now at this point I could easily set up a sub, but I'm so low on health I don't want him to crit me and potentially break a sub or something like that. So I'll go for Blue Flare, get a crit this time, which is beautiful. But I think he goes. Yeah, that's right. He goes for Side Shock because of course he didn't foresee the crit coming. So that's great. I'm gonna speed this part up a bit because I mean it's pretty fucking solid. It's just me clicking Blue Flare. Don't know what kind of roll that was. 34%. It may have been maximum damage. It may have been min. But the thing is, I bring him so close to death that I just barely missed on the KO, and now he's gonna get the Moonlight off. The great thing is, though, I did get the 20% chance of a burn. And that's basically all I needed to get this Cresselia out of the way. Sure, he can stall me out of Blue Flares and things like that. But the thing is, he's going to run out of Moonlights eventually. And he is going to die to the burn no matter what. Another thing that I should have done is save my Blue Flares a bit till after he ran out of Moonlights. But at this point, I'm just hoping for another crit at this point. Another crit would help me out so much here. But whatever. Seeing as I'm at a really good amount of HP right now, I'm going to take this chance to set up a sub and prevent him from freezing me or just prevent any kind of shenanigans at this point. Alright, so I think at this point I'm out of Blue Flares. So now I'm going to start spamming Thunders. In a moment I'm going to start spamming Psychics and hope for a drop. Bring him down low enough to the point where Thunder will be able to take him out. And things are looking very good. I'm going to speed this part up all the way. Because this Cresselia is basically dead. He probably breaks my sub. I'm going to go ahead and set up another one. And continue spamming Psychic until I get a drop. That's literally all I want, a drop. So that my Thunders will be doing a bit more damage. I should have done this a while back. I should just spam Psychic until I got a drop and then spam Blue Flare. But I think it would have taken just as long. So, alright, well, I get the drop there, which is great. Which is very, very great. But it doesn't really help me out anyways, because Thunder doesn't even kill him. The Thunder doesn't even kill him -1. But thankfully, he did bring him down low enough to where the burn will take him out, and then all they has left is the Alomomola that just gets Oakhood by Thunder. And that would be the end of this incredible match. Fuck, man. Things could not have gone so wrong for either of us. You know, going into this battle, I was kind of confident on my game plan. I mean, it looked pretty solid on paper, but the thing is, my team set off so much fucking pressure that it didn't help me. It didn't help me at all, which sucks. The good thing is though that no, you know, since the way my team was built, he couldn't really bring his Bracesteel into set of Brocks, which otherwise would have won him this match. You know, having the team take 25% every time he came in was huge. So, you know, that's one thing that I'm really glad about my team structure. But yeah, like I said, things couldn't have gone any better, I guess you could say. It was a time where, you know, I definitely thought I would lose Big Teeny, though, coming in clutch like always with Teeny. I'm so sad. I'm losing Big Teeny at the end of the season. That really sucks. I can only hope that I can be able to pick him up again. He's definitely one of my favorite Pokemon, especially in this format. But yeah, that'll be it for this week, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Next week we're facing off against the New York Metanks, which is another relatively scary team. They do have Greninja, but luckily for me, I do have answers for Greninja. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that match. It's definitely gonna be another really exciting one. But this one was the big one, the biggest one so far, probably, because like I said, the Atlanta Braviarys are the best team right now. They have the best differential. Don't know about this week though. We have to still find out the results and everything for everybody else. But yeah. On that note, guys, hope you guys enjoyed, and I shall see you again next week. Bye.